This is the classroom video series in which I discuss every day whatever I have learned in my classroom and the things that I observe during my class and after class, before class. Hmm. So everything is related to the time that I spend class, I whatever I learn. So into tomorrow, yesterday shooting, I have missed some points about management that I am discussing uh, due to switch off due to low charging of my mobile phone. I uh, that video was stopped in mid, so I have don't discuss the goals of management. So there are mainly four goals of management. First, goals, not goals. It is a what you can say nature, nature of management. So nature of management. The first thing is that is goal. Every management should have there is a goal where I have to approach, where have where my company has to reach. Hmm. There should be a specific deadline. Hmm. So it is the best nature of any management. Hmm. For any institution, any company, or whatever uh, thing that are you managing, that should have a specific goal, a deadline. Next thing is, next nature of management is teamwork. So what is the basic meaning of teamwork? Hmm? So we always says a single person when do several works, hmm? Then we call him he is doing multitasking. Huh? For a single result, he is doing several things at a time. He is writing, he is reading too, and that same time he is listening something too. And these all things are doing and for a single uh, result. Again, we can think we all study different subjects and the goal was single, we have to pass out the exam. Huh? So when we do multitasking, when a person do multitasking, it is called multitasking. Huh? When an individual do different works, and the same thing when applies with a group of people, means a group of people is doing different works for a specific company, a single company, that is called a team. Hmm. So teamwork is too much necessary in a company, or simply we can say aggregation of work, means which person will do what work. Hmm. A specific work you have to perform this work. If there will be no specific, the work will be defined for every person, then everyone will do whatever they enjoy and they feel like I can do, and the simple task will only perform by those alls. So it is a first priority that having a team and having a good mm, delegation of works, means which work have to perform which person or which group of people. So that is required in every management, and you can say it is a nature of management. Next thing is continuation. Continuation is too much important. We know that practice is everything. Practice makes man perfect. So practice, continuation of work, continuation of any technique task, that leads to any company, any institution in a higher position. That is the only one thing that leads you on the higher position. that is continuation of right task, right work, the real performance. So continuation is a good nature, a other nature of good management. Fourth one is, that is also called a nature of management, intangible. huh. How management, we can say management is intangible. So management, where management lies, it don't looks and you can't see it. But when management don't lies, you can clearly see it. If there is a dirtiness here, you will what says, there is no management here. If there is lots of in randomness in objects, element, things, you will say, there is no any management here. All are very lazy people, you will say this. But when you come here and you will find it, the everything is quite uh, uh, arranged, and everything is in its own place. huh? How will what you will say? You will say nothing. You will just come here and you will do your work and return back, because management don't visual with naked eyes. When management don't lies, it uh, you can see it. But when management uh, lies, you can't see it. So it is a quite uh, uh, extraordinary nature of management. So these were the things that we studied, and I learned basically that the single class, that mainly I learned this. And after that I learned the reduction formula of sine to the power n x, sine to the power n x dx. And we find proved its formula, that is what, sine minus sine to the power n minus 1 x uh, into cos x plus um, um, in minus 1, where in is again the function that we are simplifying. So n means that. And when I am saying in minus 2 means you have to uh, subtract the power by 2. So now we are going to start today's what I learned today. So firstly, when I went to my college, there was no teacher there. So I just get my seat, but there is no student in class 2, because all were in lab. So they were doing their typing and whatever they want to go. So I thought that firstly I should make some thumbnails, but I remember that there are some questions of mathematics that I have to solve, my reduction formula. So I started solving the reduction formula of cos x, cos to the power n x, cos to the power n, cos x to the power n, whatever the power n. So the reduction formula for cos x. So at that same time, when I was solving that question, and I felt a thing that when there was no in classroom, I feel a very calm and quite comfortable environment, huh? As compared to when all the class is crowded with and filled with lots of noises and loud and murmurings, like voices. So I felt a good thing. That was better, better experience for me. So after that, I also I went to the alive for a little while, uh, by inspiring with thought that कौन जानता है कि कहाँ पे क्या मिल जाए. So that's why I went to the lab and started typing. So I set 2 minutes typing, and just I have typed for some 15 or 14 seconds. Then teacher said, time is out, you should return to your classroom. So I remember a thing, it is better to dig a single position, means digging for several places. But again, when I was uh, setting this all the phone and camera, I thinking about this specific thought, means is this better to digging several digging at a one place rather than digging on several places, so I think it doesn't matter you are digging at one place or several places. The thing that matters only the place where are you digging. The place, it doesn't matter how much you are digging. If you are digging lots and lots on a single place, and that single place is completely rough, completely what rubbish, so that quote your quote began wrong, your quote began opposite. So that doesn't matter taking on a several places or a single places. What only matters the place where are you digging. So firstly you decide the place where you have to be. You will later decide you have to sit there, sleep there, or dig there, or read there. It is a secondary thing. Firstly, you have to decide the place where you have to live, where you have to be present. So this thought, I think it is quite better than those means digging at a single place. So I think about this. So after returning from lab, I sat in the classroom, and I hear some conversation with different students. Then my what DSA, data structure teacher, came into the class, and we started learning about expressions. So firstly they ask about expressions. So I was a little amused that why is he is asking silly questions, so easy question. So I confused, so I don't answer it. I was just uh, thinking that he was asking some examples from previous question, and in previous classes, and in previous classes I was not present, so I just ignored his question. I ignored his question, and uh, but later on when he started explaining that question, that is by also triggering some students and asking them the same question, what is the expression means. So the when a function or operation performed between operators and operands, that is called uh, what expression. So here we get two words, two keywords, operators and operands. What? So operators, so what is called operators? So operator is called variable. Operator is what? Variable. Operator and operand means it may be a spelling mistake, but forget it. So operator means the sign symbols that we use for writing any expression. So x plus y. So here this plus sign is kya? Operator. Symbol, signs, those all were called what? Operators. and operands, the variable, the constants that are used to perform any operation, that is called operands. So here we can get two things: the nature of operands. About nature of operands means operands are of two types. Firstly, what is this type? This is a type of constant. What is this? Constant. And this type is called variable, because its value can be vary, huh, with place and positions. So there are two types of operands, that is called constant and variable. Later on we also discussed about the operators. So if from myself I thought about what is actually operators. This plus sign and this minus sign, what are they? What we called it in a simple life, in our simple life, uh, by which we can relate it. So I relate it with relations. These are something like relations, means plus sign denoting what are the relations between 5 and 3. 5 and 3, how they are related? By plus sign. So what is denoting this plus sign? What? We have to add it. When the means similar, when the relations changes with people to people, there here is a lady and here is a leda, means man. So when we here place it what relation, like father. So here is a lady, here is a man. So how this lady can be uh, related with this man? By several things, by several relations. So those all things depends on what are these relational sign. If this is a relational sign of father, this person is father of this lady. Or this lady will be father of this man. No, this lady is father of this father is lady of uh, this lady. So we can call it also, these all symbols are like relations. They decides what the function should be performed between two things, the two operands. So I simply relate it with the real life examples. So nextly, we also know about the unary operators. Means have you ever seen that for performing an operation, there is not two variables, but only one variable is required? Have you ever seen? Yeah, you have seen. When you have to find the square root of anything that you are, what your position, there is a root sign, and under this you will place 5, 4, 16, whatever the number you have. So these are something like unary operators, where only one variable is required for uh, uh, giving a result by using operator. But what happens in binary operations? So binary operations, you have need to two variables for performing any uh, what any operation. So this is something like unary, for unary and binary. So unary is something like you should require only one operator, operands. You can also call it like x is a like variable, and minus x. So when we will enter x equal to 5, what this operator will return for us? So we entered it 5, and it is x is actually minus x, so it will return minus 5. And for binary operation, there is no a single, we can't perform operation with a single variable. So for this we have to require two variables. hmm? Two variables. So this is binary operations. But the problem with that, in the with binary operation, it is called also a infix expression, because uh, operator is inside of the both operand. So what is the difficulties with this? So difficulties is that it takes lots of time to calculate the thing, because if you have a bodmas, a large bodmas, what will you do? Firstly, you like uh, this is a bodmas. Firstly, you multiply two numbers, then you add into this in the next number. So means uh, result, the next number, result, then next number. You are doing lots and lots of operations by using lots of operator. So it's taking too much time, and it is quite slower, because as compared to binary operation, there will prefix and postfix expressions, in which we can perform the operations more faster ways, because it takes samples of the operations, just the first numbers, and it calculate all the values um, based on that. Like we have already seen lots of uh, postfix and prefix operators like I plus plus, plus plus I. So it is more faster than binary operations. So that was the today's actual thing, and we also um, not discussed, just given to us Polish notation. Polish notation is the same thing that we said about prefix and postfix and infix. These all three concepts are discussed in Polish notation, means how we can write any expressions that it may perform and give us result more accurately and in a more faster ways. And the thing that I just the thing that with that I have just encountered and just faced hurdles, some hurdles, that is a Budma's concept. That is, you can see here, 3 plus 2 into 3. And sir ask me, ask with the whole class, uh, can the Budma's rule be changed? I said, yeah, of course, because anytime it was made, and I think any made thing can be changed later. Because before you said the Budmas rule was introduced 10,000 years later. Whatever years, I am just taking an example. Suppose 3,300 years later, 300 years ago, it is made what Budmas rule, and means that before 300 years there was no Budmas rule. So again, if anything can be created, then it can be also destroyed or redesigned. So we can also change the Budmas rule. So Sarvas triggered me and corrected me by saying that Budmas is not a rule. Budmas is a universal rule. Now, if you say I can, I am doing plus addition, and I have replaced the addition with the multiplication. So multiplication is another thing. No, these are not two different things. These are the same thing. What they are counting in addition, in subtraction, in multiplication, in division, we are only doing what? Single thing, that is counting. when you are saying I'm adding in 2 more pens in this, so we are adding means what? Here is a thing that is happening, what? Counting. Huh? And when I said I am going to return and subtract 3 pens from this, so what again I am doing here? What? Counting. I am going to multiply more 4 pens here, so again what I am doing here? Counting. So mathematics is just about counting, and any rules that we introduce in mathematics, that is for just for what? Counting. So he said bodmas is just for counting, and bodmas is a universal rule, not a specific that you can say that I am going to change. You can change it, you can give it another form, but the actual result, the actual meaning that bodmas tells us, that bodmas says us, will be the same. You can convert it in the another form. We always write functions and expressions in mathematics in different form, and we prove in different forms, but the meaning of all the forms, all the expressions, are same, when if they are originated from the same concept with the single concept. So bodmas, he said bodmas is a universal concept. I contributed my thought to in that. So he said bodmas is a universal concept, so you can't change it. Just you can give another face to it, just to having a good sticker on yourself that I am a good mathematician. So it is just counting. But I observe a thing that is, you can say a little much a philosophical thing. So 3 plus 2 into 2 plus 3 into 3 plus 2 and into 2 into 3. So we according to bodmas, it is a simple form of bodmas. According to bodmas, what will firstly we do? Firstly, the there is two thing here. Firstly is position, and secondly value. If we position wise see, we can perform an operation between firstly these two, but the bodmas says I don't give the priorities to the positions. The position that will come first, you can go with that. No, bodmas says what? You should go with the values which has the better values. So 2 and 3, 2 multiply 3 has value what? 6, and its value is 5, but position is first. So you have don't go with the positions, you have to go with the values. But I don't know why, but we can dismiss this philosophical thought by using the I have just observed the concept of division. When we divide it, so the actual value will be what? 1, but this value will be 5. So now what should we perform? We should perform plus, no, we should perform division. So value also don't matter. So I am confused because I just take an example of multiplication and don't analyze overall thing. So I'm just justifying myself, right, but I'm not going with the real thing, and I will explore more it. What is the actual bodmas is, why we should perform multiplication first and plus or subtraction later in any bodmas. So it is a thing of exploration, and I will explore it. The second activity that I will go today, the actual why we perform bodmas, bodmas rule. That's thing. The next thing that I have studied today, that is a reduction formula for cos x. That is same thing. In the sin x there is a minus sign in before the expression, but that dismiss the minus sign in the cos format, and in the place of sign we will use cos n minus 1 x into sin x upon my n, and everything will be same as the sin's formula, n minus 1 upon my n cos in minus 2. So that's the all thing that I have learned today in my today's class. And one observation that I got during my badminton practice, you can say just a demo, not I have really practiced, just I check it, because there is going to be held a, tournament of a tournament, you can say game fest, in which several types of game are being performed, like race, hard race, kabaddi, cricket, badminton, and Olympic throughput. What is that called? And what kho too. So for that, for badminton, I have just make a thought during my practice. We can, for better performance, how can we practice for badminton better way? So this is called, this is the midline, this is the overall court. If I am in this place, here is I, so I have to throw my cork in this court. So how can I practice in a better way that I can win any match? So I can start practicing by dividing my court in these four squares, quadrants. So I can practice from here any positions, means I may able to hit my cork from any position, in this same any one position. This is the simple approach, the most simple. We can make a habit, we can make a practice of hitting a cork in a single section from any place of your court. So it is a good practice. We can hit any cork at a single position and a single part of any and each position of your own area. And same thing, you can hit here, so that may be a good approach. But later on I make a thought about having idea about the outer, the external thing. We can have a better idea of doing work in its own, means we can mastery on this on rocket. So this is rocket, badminton rocket. So badminton rocket, just I am dismissing my just threads for some explanation. So this is a badminton rocket. So how can we mastery on this? So we can mastery on this rocket by doing experiment with this. We have to not, we can practice with this the code, we can also practice with this cork, we can hit with this position, this position by bending, holding straight and different angles and areas by hitting the cork. So it may be a good position, and also we may practice it, we can mastery on what position. This is the thread part and this is the handle part. So grips, how we are making grips. So grips means I will grip this handle in the mid, in the end, in the beginning, and where mostly. So it is a good thing, and having more practice with paying attention these all three aspects, we can have a better practice in badminton and similarly in other works. Firstly, and one thing, the better thing that I have, the one more thing that I have observed my entire sports life and my entire life that I have performed with any tools is that you should always have your eyes not here. Uh, when you are performing something, your eyes should have been in the end of your tool. When I use any tool, my eyes will not here, my eyes will be here. This will be the my eye, and this will see everything. uh, this is my eye, and this will see everything. So that is a good habit, good, you can say this is the called the definition of focus in practical life. If you anyone says what is the definition of focus, you can say having the eyes in your tools is the best definition of focus. And when you are using rockets, your eyes should be in the external, in the threads of your rocket. When you are using what running, your eyes should be in your legs. uh, when you are uh, what hitting ball with a bat, your eyes should be in the on the ball and in the bat too. Huh. So that's required for us. When you're writing something or pending something, your eyes should be not on the hair, your eyes should be on the nip of the pen and the brush. So this is my personal observation. You can also add or discard it if is not fit on you. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. You are what? You are pretty good. Good, nice.